Okay, here's our alignment numbers. Here's the vehicle. It's a sweet unit, but I want to show you a couple tips. So first off, my question is going to be, what should we do for this alignment? I'm going to give you more than likely your answer. You see red and you're upset, and you want to see green, so you're going to make it green. And that's okay, but I'd like you to think a little bit more critically than that. So first, let's start with this camber. These are basically in spec. They're actually very, very in spec, and the difference between the two is a 0.1. So really, this is good. It was good to you. It's good to me. Technically, if you look, that 0.5 is a little bit positive. The 0.3 is just a little bit less positive. So if anything, that'll make just the tiniest maybe drift to the left. Totally in spec. The 2.5 and the 2.9 are out of spec. If you look at this number, we're supposed to be up to 2.5. I mean, that one's barely. So we should be up to 2.5 and as low as 1.0. So our target, so if we were perfect, you know, we're looking at more like a, you know, like a 1.5, 2 would be really good. 1.75, great, perfect. So technically we're out of spec, and this one too. But what I want you to think about is, currently the customer said the car drives straight. So if you look at this caster, here's the caster's a little bit hard for me to show, right? But if you use your arm, 2.5, yeah, you do it. Okay, 2.5, and then that means this one's a little bit more. A little bit. More positive, go higher. Okay, so make those handlebars. This car's gonna pull slightly to the left. That's your caster. That was good, very good. Okay, so your caster is causing a slight drift, maybe even getting closer to pull to the left. So you'd say, yeah, definitely fix that, definitely fix it. But this is the thing. I talked to the customer. The customer told me it went straight. Probably the reason it goes straight is because these casters are gonna pull just slightly left. Slightly, it's still in spec technically, the cross caster. But if I get it dead center, now it's gonna go straight, except the road is crowned to the right. So I bet you if we were to fix that, the customer would say, ever since you aligned it, now it pulls to the right. So we would fix this alignment so good, he'd be upset and he'd come back. So being that this is maybe a tiny pull to the left, I'm gonna say nope, because he likes it, we're good. Now, why am I not real worried about these numbers being out of spec? Well, if you look, a caster that's a little bit less would be good. A caster that's a little bit more is going to give the steering wheel a good snap back to center, or a return to center feeling. And even though it's out of spec, caster doesn't cause tire wear. So the main reason for this customer having this done is he wants to prolong the life of his tires. If he's happy with the way this drives with that current 2.5 and a 2.9 degrees of caster, I would absolutely not change it. If the camber was messed up, we'd fix it to prolong the tires, but caster doesn't wear the tires. So we're gonna definitely leave that one exactly as it is. Perfect. Now on to the last thing, toe. If you look at toe, this one looks like it's in, and this one looks like it's out. But I want you to look at something other than just colors. I want you to look at those actual numbers, like 0.03 and -0.01, those are almost dead straight. And what's interesting, if you look at the spec is 0.02 to 0.07, so it actually really wants like a 0.05. A 0.05 would be slightly towed in. And that'll make the car track really well, but you know what's best for tires? Dead straight. So 0.00 is the best for tires. The reason a lot of times they give a little toe in is to get the car to track straighter. But again, this customer is happy with the way the car drives. It doesn't pull. I'm not really interested in giving it a little more positive toe to get it to track straighter, because all that's going to do is wear his tires down a little faster. So I would actually say this one's exactly where I want it. Now the next problem, if you're looking at all these numbers and they're confusing, what you could do is you could go through this menu and do the adjust to 0. And so now we were talking about how this one would be like a 0.05 spec. Well, if I hit adjust to 0, it makes the ideal spec just 0. So if you're going to do these adjustments and the numbers confuse you, do adjust to 0, and then you're trying to make all these zeros. That would be perfect. Okay, but for now I want to do just keep it the normal actual value. But if I try to give this to the customer, you know what they're going to say? You didn't do my alignment, I still see red. So this is the thing. If the customer is smart enough to follow my logic, I'll explain everything I'm explaining to you. But most of the time, I'll explain for 30 minutes all the details, and then they'll say, "But it's red." I say, "Okay, we can do this." First off, we're gonna come through and look for specifications, vehicle specs, and then do you remember our camber was good? Our caster was no. So we're looking for a 1.72 plus or minus 75. I'm gonna open up my tolerances. I'm literally typing on the computer, on the keyboard, and make it a 1.75. And a 1.75. And then the toe, remember, that was kind of out too. So let's even open up that spec as well. Okay, and then cool, we're here. Oh, and I go back to the measurements. Oh my goodness, it's green. You are good. And I don't see this as unethical because my concern is getting this car to drive straight and have minimal tire wear and handle. And this car is going to handle amazing, and it's going to have very minimal tire wear, and the customer's going to be happy. And now they're going to be really happy because I made the screen green. Okay, so there's your lesson.